everybody, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage from Bristol Motor Speedway. We're running the dirt here at Bristol for a Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder Series, week number 17. Another open series, week series here in DSRL, and it's going to be open the rest of the way. They're getting ready to go through their practice session, so while they do that, we're going to send it on down trackside for our pre-race ceremonies.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder Series live from Bristol. It's an open series and we are in the middle of our super clean and qualifying session. Right now, Cole Newhoffen just jumped to the top of the charts in the 8-car. David Diller, second quickest. Right there on the screen, Eric Wilkie went to 5th quickest. We'll throw the top 10 up here for you so you can see that. Cole Newhoffen, Dylan Simmelman, Daniel Ziegler, Shea Paulo, Scott King, David Diller, Max Stambaugh, John Helms, Austin Simmelman, and Brad Lamberson round out the top 10. So we got about 15 seconds left to go. Anne Marie, thanks for checking in. Tim Nichols, same kind of thought process I saw when Scott did our up-and-coming league that's really going to kick off at the start of next season with the Monday Night Lights series is, all right, Roger's pulling the trigger on Bristol already, so adjusting the schedule. All right, and Cole Newhoffen going to take the quick time. Session has progressed. We're going to get ready to go for heat race number 1. Looks like we're going to have all 5 heat races. So we'll get ready to go. Get these guys gridded out on the racetrack. Get ready to go with our first heat race of the night. It will be sponsored by Edmond Trophy Company. And in this Edmond Trophy Company heat race, we will have, I don't know why the camera likes to keep switching around like this. Give you the grid. Starting on the front row for Kinsler Racing Sim Team, MVT and Wicked Cushion from Waverly, Nebraska is going to be the 8 of Cole Newhoffen, starting second. The 032 of Bryce Lucius. Row number 2, starting third for Vanderpool Racing of Millings, CMF and Skills. Also, Jack Wax from Parma, Michigan is going to be Brad Lamberson. Starting fourth for Garrett Halsey Racing, racingboys.com from Lone Jack, Missouri will be the 44 of Garrett Halsey. Row number 5, starting fifth for UDSRA, Forrest Weige I-55 lawyer from St. Louis, Missouri. That'll be the 73 of Larry Moody, and starting sixth, the 23 of Alex Szerzynski. Row number 4, starting 7th, will be the 147 of Kevin Levies, and starting 8th will be the 31 of Tim Nichols. Rounding out the field in the 5th row will be in the 9th position for Kinsler Racing Sim Team, Wicked Cushion from Greensboro, Indiana, the 97 of Skylar Brown. Starting 10th, the 072 of Rico Robles. Let's hope our cameras work a little bit better than this throughout the night. I'm not very impressed already. Not staying with any cars on the racetrack at all. Don't know what the problem here is with Bristol. Not a very big fan of the iRacing camera pack here. Showing us stuff, not the cars. Maybe that's my bad. Didn't have something selected there. We'll try it again. As we get ready to go green. There we go. It's a little bit better. Green flag in the air. We'll jump out to your race leader, Cole Newhoffen. In the 8 car, going to lead him around. Bryce Lucius, Brad Lamberson looking high atop Bristol Motor Speedway for the Bristol Dirt race here with the Dirt Slingers Racing League. Bryce Lucius holding on to that second spot. That would be the final transfer spot to the pole dash. Looking at Brad Lamberson right here in the 3rd spot. He'd have the final transfer position. On his outside, Garrett Halsey in the 88 machine. There's Alex Szerzynski making a move as well. As we come around to complete lap number 3. Cole Newhoffen already starting to figure this place out a little bit. He's got a 7.75 tenths of a second, 3/4 of a second, to be more precise, lead over Bryce Lucius in second. There you can see the gap between the two. Let's see, we'll play around with cameras here a little bit. There you go, a little wider perspective. Looking at Newhoffen up front, Lucius in the 2nd spot there, and then back to 3rd. You can see Garrett Halsey as we look way atop Bristol Motor Speedway, and there is Szerzynski in the yellow car, slotting into the 4th spot. Garrett Halsey right behind. That's Brad Lamberson in the 5th spot. Halsey in front of Szerzynski there, and Lucius has some issue, and that's going to cause a pileup. That's the checkered flag. My bad. Cole Newhoffen, Garrett Halsey, but it was trouble for Lucius. Halsey going to go to the pole dash, and Szerzynski going to go to the feature. Newhoffen going to advance and take the Edmond Trophy Company heat race win. Don't know what happened there to Corey Lucius. Or not Corey Lucius. Thinking of a basketball player. My bad there. About Lucius having some issues. Here we go. Going to get ready to go with heat race number 2. And it's going to be brought to us by Sign It Up Wrap Signs and Graphics. Starting on the front row will be the 25 of Dylan Semmelman. Starting second for SST, Elida Machine and Tool from Elida, Ohio. The 554 of David Diller. Row number 2 will be for Handmade Motorsports Sim Team, Wilkie's Auto Service from Genesee, Wisconsin. The 41 of Eric Wilkie. Starting fourth for Casey's General Stores from Des Moines, Iowa, the 47 of Jason Randolph. Row number 3, starting in the 5th position, will be the 0 of John Falls. Starting 6th for UDSRA, High Side, Fast Line, and Speedway Engines from Livingston, Montana, the 56 of David Flick. Row number 4, starting in the 7th position, is the number 7 of Carlin Cure. Starting 8th, the 23 of Jonathan White. And row number 5, starting in the back of the field, will be for Beware Racing and Superior Builder from Iola, Kansas, the 17 of Buddy Ware. Timothy Alton not making the call, so we're going to have 9 cars here in heat race number 2. It's going to be Dylan Simmelman and David Diller leading us to the green flag. Green flag in there. Here we go once again. Simmelman jumping out to the race lead. Diller and Wilkie battling for 2nd and 3rd. Jump back here and look at that. Jason Randolph in the mix as well. I apologize for bashing the camera pack earlier to begin with. Now that things are switching on its own, I really like them. We're watching this battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Good battle going on here. Diller holding on to the 2nd spot. Wilkie in the 3rd spot. Jason Randolph 4th. John Fall 5th. Carlin Cure 6th. David Flick 7th. Jonathan White 8th. Woody Ware 9th. And Timothy Alton, like we said, not making the call. 10 in the 10th spot. 3 laps down. Battle for 2nd. Here comes Eric Wilkie to the inside of David Diller. Tries to slide up. Can't make it work. We're watching as Dylan Simmelman is trying to pull away 0.8 of a second. So he's building as big of a lead as we saw with Colt Newhoffen. To put it into perspective once again, let's go up top and you can see it. Simmelman out front, battle between Wilkie and Diller. There's a pack of them right there. John Fall, Jason Randolph, all in the mix. And then you got Carlin Cure back there hanging on as well. So we continue to click off laps. Coming to the 2 to go. White flag in the air. Not keeping track of laps here, but here we go. Coming to the line, Dylan Simmelman is going to take the Sign It Up Rep Signs and Graphic Heat Race win. David Diller and Eric Wilkie are going to be going to the feature. Diller will join Simmelman in the pole dash. Randolph, Fall, Cure, Flick, White, Ware, and Alton going to go to the consolation races. Getting an interesting perspective there from Bristol. There we go. Waiting for a heat race to change over. We're going to get ready to go with heat race number 3. It will be the Scott King's Design heat race. Cars getting ready to come out on the racetrack. We're going to give you the starting lineup. It'll look like this. On the front row will be the 9 of Daniel Ziegers, starting 2nd. For Sandbaggers Sim Team, Greg Dahlman Racing from Tampa, Florida, the 5 of Max Stanball. Row number 2. Starting 3rd in the number 90, your fixed series champion here in the Monday Night Thunder Series, locking it up last week, Trevor Royer. Starting 4th, the 54 of Matthew Westfall. Row number 3, starting in the 5th position for Elbows Up Sim Sport, School of Sim Racing from Troy, Ohio, the 21 of Bruce Klingen. Starting 8th will be the 88 of Garrett Boyd. row number 4. Starting in the 7th position for Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Simstyles of BMRS from Pittsburgh, Indiana. That's a 1 of Mason Hannigan. And starting in the 8th position will be the 50 of Joe Cease. And rounding out the field, in the 9th position on the inside of row number 5. For Green to Checkers Racing, Ed Brown Trucking FRC. From Tulare, California, that is the 49 of Jeffrey Herrick. And not making the call is the 420 of Nathan Kropocheski. Kropocheski. So I'm going to go with it. See if he makes it or not. Get the grid off the screen here. There is Daniel Zegers. Looks like he's not making the call either, so Trevor Royer will move up to the pole position. Start to the inside of Max Stanball. It means everybody on the inside line will move up a position. It means that Bruce Klingen will start in the 3rd position. Mason Hannigan will start in the 5th position. And Jeffrey Herrick will start in the 7th position. 8 cars making the call. Now Daniel Zegers has joined us. We'll see if he gets on the racetrack. Probably not. He'll be at least a lap down as we get ready to go green once again. Trevor Royer and Max Stanball leading us to the green flag. We are underway with heat race number 3, brought to us by Scott King Designs here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And it's Max Stanball out to the race lead. Trevor Royer tucks into 2nd. And here comes Matthew Westfall for the 3rd position. Seems like whoever is the leader, they can get out and kind of break away from everybody. See if that's the case as we head through 3 and 4 this time. Looking at Stanball and Royer. Trevor Royer trying to keep it close. He wants the overall championship as well. That is still up for grabs. He's been dominant so far in this season. See if he can continue it. Dominant of late, really, because in the beginning part of the season, it was anyone's game. There was a lot of different people up here on the podium. Trevor Royer consistently finding himself up here in the last few weeks. Max Stanball doing a good job, though, holding Trevor Royer off as we jump back to Matthew Westfall, holding off Garrett Boyd right now for a transfer position. This is the battle for 3rd and 4th with Bruce Klingen sitting back there in the 5th spot. Here comes Garrett Boyd to the inside. Little bit of tire tap. Westfall going to hold on to it. They're side by side coming down the front stretch. Garrett Boyd into turns 1 and 2. Going to slide up. Westfall going to get a run. Here comes Klingen off the top side. Track starting to work in a little bit here. Boyd went for the attack on the final transfer position. Now he's getting attacked with a run by Klingen. Klingen up to the 4th spot. Westfall back to still in the 3rd spot. We are coming to the white flag this time. Matthew Westfall trying to hold off Bruce Klingen. Max Stanball's pulled out by 0.4 of a second over Trevor Royer. Not as big of a gap as we saw in heat race 1 or 2, but he's going to come around this time. And he will take the Scott King's Design heat race win. Trevor Royer going to go with him to the pole dash. Matthew Westfall is just going to narrowly beat Bruce Klingen to the line for that 3rd and final transfer spot. So that'll set up our 4th heat race of the night. This heat race is brought to us by Wicked Cushion eSports. So you're going to get ready to grid out on the racetrack here, waiting for some cars to come in. There they are. And the starting lineup will look like this. Starting on the pole for Elbows Up SimSport, Over the Wall Photography. From Hanford, California, it'll be the 21 of Shea Paulo. Starting to his outside in the 21H, that'll be John Helms. Row number 2. Start racing for Team SSR Elite, School of Sim Racing from Birdsboro, Pennsylvania, will be the 99 of Gregory LeMay. Starting in the 4th position for Team CEDI from Wicked Cushion, and 19 Designs from Marysborough, Queensland, Australia. It's going to be the 57 of Craig Dunn. Row number 3, starting in the 5th spot. In that blacked out, looks like it's the 06 car. Not really going to show. Sure. We're going to roll with it, though. It will be Rylan Gray starting in the 6th spot for BGI SimSport from Owasso, Oklahoma, and Night Trips. That is the 13 of Cody Kelly. Row number 4, starting in the 7th position, will be the 22 of Weston Newell. Starting in the 8th spot will be the 10 of Patrick Spangler. Rounding out the field in the 9th spot will be for Team CEDI, Cognitive Warriors and Wicked Energy Gum from New York, New York. The 32 of Matthew Henninger, and Henninger pulling off as we get ready to go here at Bristol for the Wicked Cushion eSports Heat Race number 4. It's going to be Shea Paulo, John Helms leading us to the green flag. And we are underway. Shea Paulo out front ahead of John Helms. Gregory LeMay in that 3rd spot right now, battling with Craig Dunn for the final transfers position. Dunn still sitting back there in 4th at the moment. Gregory LeMay holding him off. John Helms sitting back here already about 3/10 behind Shea Paulo. These 4 have broke away. Once again, we'll go to, so far, what's probably my favorite view. I know it's hard to tell, but here's a view of the gap between the front 4. And let's take a look at Rylan Gray back here in the 5th position. There's kind of a 3-car pack there with Gray, Patrick Spangler, and Cody Kelly. And then we'll jump back here to Newell. They're trying to hang on to that pack. Paulo out front, though. Jump back down here and we'll get a little bit closer with the battles that are going on between John Helms, Gregory LeMay, and Craig Dunn. So we're on the white flag lap. 1 lap left to go. LeMay running down John Helms here on the backstretch. As they head into 3 and 4, they'll come around again. To the line, it's going to be Shea Paulo picking up the Wicked Cushion eSports Heat Race win. John Helms going to go with them to the pole dash. LeMay going to go to the feature. Dunn, Gray, Spangler, Kelly, Newell, and Henninger going to go to the consolation races. So that's going to set up our final heat race of the night. That will be the Black Diamond Motorsports Heat Race. And we'll give you the starting lineup for the Black Diamond Motorsports Heat Race, starting on the front row. For Team SKD, Telly Lake Vet and Fast Wings from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That is the 118 of Scott King starting 2nd. Racing for Tony Stewart Racing, Simmelman Sim Racing, Scott King's Designs, 19 Designs, and Tony Stewart Racing. From Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, the 118 or the 18 of Austin Simmelman. Row number 2, starting in the 3rd position for Elbows Up Sim Sport. Wicked Energy Gum from New Paris, Ohio. It's a 79 of Billy Rowley. Starting in the 4th position is the 13A of Aiden Berlin. Row number 3, starting in the 5th position for Brent Marks Sim Team. Alkaline 88, racing the 42 machine. That is the 25 machine. 25C machine is Kevin Click, starting in the 6th position. Racing the number 1, that is Wade Fields. I was wondering why Kevin Click was racing the 42. He's not. We're racing for Wide Open Motorsports from West Lafayette, Indiana. That's the 42 of Tyler Wilson. Starting to his outside in the 8th position for GoToSt.Croix.com from Naugatuck, Connecticut, the 17 of Christopher Monroe. And rounding out the field on the back row for HOH Motorsports and Schulte Motorsports from Felton, Delaware. That's the 71 of Curtis Merriman. And here we go. Scott King, Austin Simmelman leading us to the green flag. We are away with our final heat race of the night. So we look at Aiden Berlin trying to get up here and mix it up already in the front two, looking to go around Scott King on the outside. Looks like you can get a big run off the corners, off the top side here early on, and Berlin will barely clear King coming off the corner. He'll slip into the second spot. Here comes Kevin Click right behind him, looking to take a run on Scott King as well. King will slide up there into the 3rd position. Here comes Aiden Berlin for the race lead on Austin Simmelman. Berlin's had a stretch of bad luck lately, looking to pick it up here at Bristol. He's challenging for the race lead early on. Watching Scott King too while we watch this battle up front. King holding on to the final transfer position at the moment. Berlin looking to go a lane lower, can't get it done yet. Hanging right there with Austin Simmelman. We've seen a couple different heat races. Leaders have been able to run out by 7/8 tenths of a second, and then there's been others. The last couple, in fact, about heat race 3 and 4, where second place has been able to hang on by about 3 to 4 tenths of a second. That's all they've let the leader pull out by. Aiden Berlin looking to keep that even to less of a minimum. He's still within a tenth of Austin Simmelman, and he takes a look underneath him coming out of turn 4. Couldn't make the move. Battle for 3rd and 4th back here as well. Kevin Click, Scott King. King holding off Click for the time being as we are got 2 laps to go. Now a lap and a half as we head into 3 and 4 once again. King still trying to hold him off. Aiden Berlin still trying to get under. Austin Simmelman hasn't been able to do it yet. White flag in the air. We head out of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go into 3 and 4. Simmelman pulls an advantage, dives low, slides up, and it looks like Austin Simmelman will take the Black Diamond Motorsports heat race win. Aiden Berlin will come across in second, and Scott King will advance to the feature. Berlin, Simmelman going to the pole dash. Click, Rowley, Fields, Monroe, Merriman, and Wilson going to go to our consolation races, which will come up right now. Starting with our Dirt Racing Network, D Main, getting ready to come up on the racetrack, waiting for the cars to come in here. We'll have 10 laps. Top 4 will go to the back of the C Main. Here's going to be your starting lineup for our Dirt Racing Network D Main. Starting on the front row will be Tim Nichols starting second, Jonathan White. Row number 2 will be Jeffrey Herrick. Starting 4th will be Weston Newell. Row number 3 will be Curtis Merriman and Bryce Lucius. Still don't know what happened to Lucius there, coming to the finish line in heat race number 1. Row number 4 will be Buddy Ware and Daniel Ziegers. Ziegers making the call now in the 8 car. Row number 5 will be Matthew Henninger. Looks like he has not made the call, and Tyler Wilson. And routing out the back row, Rico Robles and Timothy Alton. And then also Hayden Kropocheski has not made the call either. So quite a few cars not making the call here for the D main. Jump up with your pole sitter, Tim Nichols. So that's going to give us 9 cars on the racetrack. Looks like 4 have not made the call. Inbury, yes, he did have a good run. Jordan Etter, good to see it in the chat as well. Jason Royer, rooting on Trevor. Good to see you as well. Tim Nichols was in the chat earlier. I'm guessing that's before he got ready to go racing. So it's going to be Tim Nichols and Jonathan White getting ready to go. Green flag in the air. Here we go. We are off with the Dirt Racing Network D main. Tim Nichols on that bottom line getting stuck down there, and you can see him trying to inch his way up there already. Like we said, top 4 going to the back of the C main. Jonathan White jumps out to the race lead. Weston Newell to second. Daniel Ziegers to third. Tim Nichols goes around. He's going to collect Curtis Merriman. And that'll bring out our first caution of the night. We had it queued up right on Tim Nichols, and let's see the instant replay. Bryce Lucius looking to the inside, and I don't know if there was, I think that might be a computer thing there for Tim Nichols. These cars are kind of like squares out there, and they're a little bit wider than what they actually are. I think that kind of got back to Tim and spun him around. Curtis Merriman catching the bad end of the deal of that as well. That's going to end their night. That's going to leave us with 7 cars left to go on the racetrack. Top 4 are going to advance, so we're down to 3 that'll get caught. Right now that would be Rico Robles, Buddy Ware, and Tyler Wilson. Royce Lucius in the final transfer spot in 4th. Daniel Ziegers in 3rd. Weston Newell in 2nd. And Jonathan White, your race leader. First time we've seen the caution flag wave. We made it through all 5 heat races without one coming out. I thought that was pretty good. If every 6th race we could have a caution, I'd like that trend. That would be a favorable trend in my mind. Probably will not be the fact, but I'd love to roll with it if that's the case. Lights are still on the pace truck, so we'll go up top now as they do their pace laps. Anybody else in the chat or watching the stream, check on in. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, what you think of the racing so far here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Just 2 more races left to go here in the season, including tonight. Next week, we will conclude Season 7 as we get ready to go green flag racing once again here in the D main. Jonathan White going to lead us to the green flag. Here we go. White trying to hold off Newell, Ziegers, and Lucius. The 4 have broke away, and they're looking to go 3 wide in the corner. Lucius going to have to slide up back into the 4th spot, but Newell and Ziegers side by side. Now Ziegers going to try to slide up into the 2nd spot. As we're working towards the halfway point here in the D main. Ziegers into 2nd. Contact there. He's going to go around. It's going to cause a pileup. I think that was Newell that went around. Green flag going to stay in the air, though. That'll move Rico Robles up to the 4th position. And to give you a perspective of where that car is running compared to your leaders, we'll go back up top. Once again, a wide gap between 3rd place, Bryce Lucius, and Rico Robles. The gap almost a 1.5 seconds between the 2 cars. So Lucius has to feel pretty safe here. As we look up top once again at your front three, Daniel Ziegers in there now, trying to battle for the race lead. Coming to the white flag this time. It's Jonathan White, Daniel Ziegers, and Bryce Lucius out front. There's the white flag. Now in the air, Jonathan White has led a majority of this D main, looking to hold on to it. Ziegers in the second spot. Lucius in the third spot. Coming to the checkered flag. Jonathan White's going to pick up the Dirt Racing Network D main win. Daniel Ziegers comes across in second. Bryce Lucius in third. And Rico Robles will come across in fourth. Buddy Ware, the only car left running on the racetrack to not make it to the C main, as everyone else either had issues or had to pull off or did not make the call. More the case there. So we'll get ready to go with our C main. This will be the Dirty Girl and Dirty Dick Speedwear C main getting ready to come out on the racetrack. Looks like everyone's about gridded, so we're going to get ready to roll. But we'll give you the starting lineup for your Dirty Girl and Dirty Dick's Speedwear C main, starting with your pole sitter. Will be Kevin Lovey. Starting second will be Carlin Kier. Row number 2 will be Joe Cease and Patrick Spangler. Row number 3 will be Wade Fields on the inside with Skylar Brown starting on the outside in the 6th position. Row number 4 will be David Flick starting in the 7th position with Mason Hannigan starting in the 8th position. Row number 5 will be Cody Kelly starting on the inside in the 9th position with Christopher Monroe starting in the 10th position. Row number 6 will be Jonathan White with Daniel Ziegers. And starting 11th and 12th, and rounding out the field, Bryce Lucius and Rico Robles. Guessing those are two teammates there, and Bryce Lucius and Rico Robles running the exact same paint scheme. Two teammates making it to the back of the C main, just like we did for the D main. Top 4 cars gonna go to the back of the B main. Kelsey Hall, thanks for watching once again. Of course, rooting for Garrett Boyd. Garrett Boyd had a pretty good run earlier, I do believe. I think did he make it in, or is he going to be in our upcoming B main? I think he was right on the verge. I don't remember exactly where he finished. Getting ready to go with our Dirty Girl and Dirty Dicks Speedwear C main underway. Kevin Lovey's Carlin Kier going to lead us to the green flag, and we are underway. Kevin Lovey's using that bottom line. We have not seen that work out very well. 3 wide coming out of turn 2. There's a car around deep in the pack. Don't know if that's going to bring out a caution or not. Looks like we're going to stay green for the time being. But Carlin Kier threading it 3 wide through 1 and 2. Now tucks into the 3rd spot, trying to go around Wade Fields. Kevin Lovey's out to the race lead, and they're still beating and banging off each other. Mason Hannigan almost just went around off some contact. Lovey's out front, trying to hold off Carlin Kier. Kier has a run. We've seen that bottom line not get the best restarts or the best starts. Here at Bristol, it's been the top line getting the momentum, and you see drivers trying to jump up there as quick as they can. It's like the top line running right next to the wall is the place you want to be. You can start to see it slick off there coming into the corners. Cushion right up there. Up top, and we got our second caution of the night. Got quite a few cars on pit road with trouble. Was it Patrick Spangler? Was he involved? I would expect to see Jonathan White. There goes Ziegers. White gets into Spangler. Chain reaction there, all 3 of them taken out. So there's 2 of your guys from the D main getting taken out here in about 4 laps in to our C main. 12 laps C main. We'll go back up top here for the pace laps. Good action up front early, though. On the restart, and let's look for Carlin Kier to try it again. Looks like Rico Robles does not have any. Maybe he's having a connection issue. That's why he's up there at the top of my charts. But let's look for Carlin Kier to kind of jump out on the start again. He threaded it 3 wide in between Wade Fields and Kevin Lovey's. It almost turned into disaster, but somehow kept that 7-car rolling and was able to hang on to the second position. Going to go single file for the restart, so won't have to worry about that inside line. Look for everyone to go up to the top. This shows a great example. You can see the cushion up top there, the slick down below. I like this aerial view. It shows you a good layout of the track and how it's looking. Look at it, absolutely jam-packed for the first night for Dirt Slingers Racing League to make their appearance at Bristol Motor Speedway for the Dirt Series. Gotta love that. Rogers can be raking in the money from that attendance. Looks like a sellout crowd to me here at Bristol. Looks like the lights out on the pace truck this time. He'll peel off and head down pit road. We're going to get ready to go once again with our C main. Nope, maybe not. We're going to go another lap around here. Take a guess. Let's actually go take a look. I don't know if we can, actually. We'll hold off. I was going to say, let's go take a look at that Chevy Silverado, but see if we can get a look from one of the camera views. See if we're about ready to go green this time. They're stacking them up, ready to go like they are. So out of turn 4, lights are off on the pace truck. We're going to get ready to go. Evan Lovey's going to dive it off in turn number 4 and lead the rest of the field back to the green flag. Going to have about 8 laps left to go in the C main. We are underway. Lovey's in the 18 car, going to get a good jump over Carlin Kier. Kier not going to have the chance to thread the needle on the restart. He'll have to settle for that second position and try to hang in there with Lovey as your race leader as they make their way into 3 and 4. Right now, Wade Fields in the 3rd spot. Skylar Brown in the final transfer spot in that 10 car right behind him. Mason Hannigan looking to the inside in the 1 car. Tries to get a wheel inside, just does. He dives it down to the inside. Looking for some room, trying to get to the B main. Here's Carlin Kier again, trying to make a run at Kevin Lovey's for the race lead. So we just completed lap number 8, working towards lap number 9. Mason Hannigan has figured something out. Here comes the 1 car. He's battling. He's got around Skylar Brown, now looking for the 3rd spot with Wade Fields. So we are coming to lap number 10. 3 to go here in the C main. The 2 number 1 cars going at it. Mason Hannigan, Wade Fields. This is for 3rd and 4th. Skylar Brown down the outside looking for an advantage to get himself back into a transfer position. Hannigan trying to clear Fields, and that time barely pulls up and will. Now he's going to look under Carlin Kier for the number 2 spot. As this time out of 3 and 4, we'll come to the white flag. I think Kevin Lovey's, barring a mistake, has the position. Hannigan gets loose coming out of 2, but he's drawn up with Carlin Kier. White flag in the air, 1 lap left to go. Here comes Skylar Brown for the 4th spot. The inside starting to come alive here in the middle of the C main. to the line. Kevin Loveys is going to take the win. They're crashing at the line. Hannigan going to come second. Kier in third. Skylar Brown will get the fourth spot. Wade Fields, Lucius, and the rest going to have their nights come to an end. And that's going to set up our final consolation race of the night. That will be our B main, which will be brought to us by School of Sim Racing. And in this one, we'll be taking the top 5 to the feature. And they're going to grid out here on the racetrack at Bristol. Looks like almost everybody's in, so we're going to get ready to go. And we'll give you the starting lineup for this B main brought to us by School of Sim Racing. Here's how it's going to line up. Brad Lamberson will be your pole sitter with Jason Randolph starting in the second position. Row number 2 will be Bruce Klingen starting third with Craig Dunn starting fourth. Row number 3, starting the 5th position will be Kevin Click, starting 6th, Larry Moody. Row number 4, starting 7th, John Falls, starting 8th, Garrett Boyd. There you go, Kelsey. I thought he might have been in this B main, but I wasn't positive. So we'll have to make up about 5 spots to get into the feature here tonight. Starting in row number 5, starting in the 9th position will be Rylan Gray. Starting 10th will be Billy Rowley. And now here is where you'll start to see your C main additions. Starting in row number 6, in the 11th spot will be Kevin Levies. 12th, Mason Hannigan. I think Hannigan might have figured something out there in the C main. We'll see if he can use it to his advantage here in the B main. Look for him to come from the back. Row number 7, rounding out the field, will be Carlin Kier and Skylar Brown. Skylar Brown was learning from Hannigan, so we'll see how that all plays out as we get ready to go with your B main. 14 laps around Bristol. We're going to get ready to go green. Top 5 this time to the back of the A main. After this, we're going to have our pole dash and then our feature to wrap up week number 17 of the season number 8 of Dirt Slingers Racing League 360 Sprint Cars Monday Night Thunder Series. This week and then championship week next weekend. Open setup here for the series. Green flag in the air. Brad Lamberson, Jason Randolph lead us to the green flag. We'll watch pile up in the back. We'll see if that brings out a caution. Multiple cars going into the outside wall. Looks like it will not. Is that Hannigan involved? Nope. Waiting to see. Yes, it was. Mason Hannigan coming down pit road. He's got contact. We said things are going to ramp up in intensity here. Cars trying to make it to the big show. Only 5 are going to go, and we got ourselves a caution here on lap number 2. Carlin Kier possibly in the mix. Rylan Gray definitely is in the mix here. See if I can grab him and pull him in. There he goes, John Fall. Wow, what a violent crash here at Bristol. Let's go back and take a better replay and see how that all panned out. John Fall gets loose, taps Larry Moody, comes back up the track. Too many cars in one spot. Larry Moody turns. Wow, just Rylan Gray there, and then John Fall, I think, gets clipped a little bit, sent up the racetrack. John Fall does, and then clips Rylan Gray. Just a violent, nasty crash there for John Fall and Rylan Gray. It's going to bring out our first caution here in the B main. John Fall, Rylan Gray, and Mason Hannigan all down pit road. Go up top once again for our caution area. We'll give you a rundown of where everybody is at. Just 2 laps here into the B main. Brad Lamberson, Bruce Klingen, Kevin Click, Jason Randolph, and Craig Dunn have your 5 transfer positions at the moment. Garrett Boyd sitting in the 6th position. Billy Rowley 7th. Skylar Brown 8th. Larry Moody 9th, and Carlin Kier in the 10th position. Kevin Levies in 11th. And then it's John Fall, Rylan Gray, and Mason Hannigan. Fall, Gray, and Hannigan on pit road. So we got 11 cars currently on the racetrack. right, lights still on the pace trucks. We're going to have a little bit more before we go green once again. Pace laps take a while here at Bristol, about 3 times the length that it does. And we are green. Here we go once again. Brad Lamberson leading us back to the green flag. Pace laps take about 3 times the length it does for a green flag lap. They're ripping around here at about 15 seconds a lap. 45 for a pace lap. We're going to look back here at Lamberson able to jump out to a big lead here off the restart. Click holding down the second spot. Klingen in third. Dunn now up to third spot. Klingen back to fourth. Here comes Jason Randolph. Klingen has trouble. He's in the wall. Randolph back to the fourth spot now. We got another caution on the racetrack. Are they going to call it for Bruce Klingen? Gets loose, slides up in front of Jason Randolph. Randolph turns down Klingen in the wall, and I think it's farther back. If that's the case, oh, wait a minute here. Looking at Garrett Boyd. Don't know if it's him or not, but we're looking in his area. Oh, he got a little tap. Skylar Brown got into him. They get hooked together, and that brings out the caution. I was going to say, if Klingen was in the wall and that brought out the caution, that was not worthy of a caution. But that one a little bit worthy of it. Garrett Boyd will be moved back to the 10th position. Skylar Brown in 11th. We made it another 2 laps here before the caution came out. Brad Lamberson will try this again. Waiting to go green. Next time around, hopefully. We were doing really well for cautions up until this B main. We only had 1 at max through our C main and D main, and had none through our heat races. B main slowing us down a little bit. Lights still on the pace truck. Looks like they're gonna get them stacked up here. Come off the back stretch. Pace truck gonna peel away. And here we go. Once again, green flag in the air. Brad Lamberson once again jumping out to a big lead. We got another caution on the racetrack. Larry Moody this time. Off the restart, 73 machine. Looking under Billy Rowley. Just slides up the track. Gets a left rear and just drives it right down pit road. Don't know why there would be needed caution there. Unless there's something else. Let's go up top. And look at this, because if that's what brought out the caution. Let's go back and look at from up top. You know, I do really like this for, oh, there we go. No, that is the only thing I see, and that was Larry Moody. I do really like this view for the caution view of things. Check out anything going on the racetrack. And that's what brought out the caution. Little upset about that one, because Billy Rowley was way clear of everybody. Had already drove it down pit road. And instead, we have a caution flag for him spinning halfway out. All right. That's an iRacing deal. Why the caution was brought out there. Just a little irritated because of how long it does take. I want to keep the program rolling. I know Roger's got a show to get to later tonight. I got a show to get to later tonight. So Billy tried to do his best, or Larry tried to do his best there and get out of everybody's way and get down pit road. But for some reason, iRacing still decided to throw the caution. I've been doing stock car racing for the last few weeks now, 4 or 5 weeks. Actually, this is race number 4 on the season, but 4 or 5, I guess now, maybe even 6 that I think about it, because we did a couple preseason races and stuff. And there were stock cars that are way more sideways than that was, and that did not prompt the caution. So, don't know why there was a caution on that one. It shouldn't have been a caution. All right, we'll try this again. Brad Lamberson probably as frustrated as I am up here in the booth with that caution. He had jumped out to another nice restart. We'll see if he can do it again here. Green flag in the air. We're only coming around a complete lap. Number 5 of 14. Still got 10 more laps to go. Looking back here, Bruce Klingen and Craig Dunn. Sitting in the 3rd and 4th spots, Jason Randolph sitting into the 5th and final transfer spot. With Billy Rowley right behind him. Kevin Loveys, your C-Main winner coming through. He's in the 7th spot at the moment. Right now, we have still only 3 cars on pit road getting repairs. 1 that needs repairs, that's Larry Moody. He's still out here running though. Here's Klingen and, is that Randolph? I don't know why I thought that was Moody, but Klingen gets some contact and shot up the racetrack. Loveys does a great job to avoid him. Might have made just a slight little bit of contact, but able to hold him off. Look at back here. Klingen is going to get, or Rowley's going to get sandwiched in between Brown and Loveys. You have to wonder how much of an advantage it is when you actually do run these consolation races back-to-back like this. You see Skylar Brown and Kevin Loveys making their way through. They know the racetrack just a little bit more than Rowley and Klingen, and they can adjust to what's going on. There's 2 teammates right there, Billy Rowley, Bruce Klingen doing battle. Then someone like a Brad Lamberson or Kevin Click that weren't running the C-Main just a few laps ago. Yes, the track can go through dramatic change in that time, but they know, or at least have a little bit better of an idea of what lines to run. Skylar Brown in the final transfer position right now, looking to go after Jason Randolph for the 4th spot. Kevin Levy's in the 6th spot with Bruce Klingen hanging on his door. Brad Lamberson has pulled out to a 0.3 of a second lead. As we are coming to a lap and a half left to go. Jump up with your race leader, Brad Lamberson. He's going to see the white flag in the air. Probably a sign of relief that the white flag is in the air. That's the checkered flag in the air. Brad Lamberson going to take the win. Kevin Click in second. Craig Dunn in third. Jason Randolph fourth. And I believe it's going to be Skylar Brown in the 5th place spot. We're going to go to our pole dash. This will be the top 2 from each heat race. We'll have 10 cars out here. I don't know if that ran out of time or if that was actually lap number 14. So there's John Helms. John Helms will be out here. You see Daniel Ziegers, Kevin Click, Max Stanball, Austin Simmelman. Whoa, why did we just go green or black? What just happened? There we go. I don't know. iRacing did not like that camera view. There's Dylan Simmelman. Shea Paulo will be in here. Or that's Cole Newhoff, not Daniel Ziegers. Why did Stanball just run it into the inside wall? Questions we have to ask. Definitely can't give you an advantage out here, can it? Mad Max Stanball. Might be mad that he just put it in the fence. Looks like we're going to get him sorted out here. There's Shea Paulo. He's going to come through. You're going to go all the way to the pole position? No. No, we're going to do this because I like this camera view and it's going to help us sort things out. Looks like nobody can figure out the starting order here. Cars all over the racetrack. Stanball just put it in the fence again. So Shea Paulo will be your pole sitter. With that Simmelman? Yeah, Austin Simmelman will be starting in the 2nd spot. Kevin Click will be starting 3rd with Max Stanball in 4th. And it looks like David Diller in the 5th spot. Let's see if we can find Diller here. There he is. David Diller in the 5th spot. Cole Newhoffen in the 6th spot. John Helms starting 7th. Gotta find him. Where's John Helms? Aiden Berlin. Did we not have a car make the start here? It would be Dylan Simmelman on the back row. Yeah, only 9 cars making it for the call here to the pole dash. Dylan Simmelman starting on that back row. We go up front. Or no, that was Dylan Simmelman, your pole sitter, not the 25 car of Kevin Click. So my bad there, Dylan. So then don't know who is on the back row there. Maybe I got everybody, but we are missing somebody. Don't know who did not make the call. Austin Simmelman into the 2nd spot though. Daniel Ziegers in 3rd. Cole Newhoff, and I keep saying that. It's because they're running a red car with close to the same numbers. So Ziegers in 3rd, and I know it might be a pain to watch, but we're going to go out top. Newhoff and having some trouble. Simmelman into the 2nd spot. Shea Paulo coming into the picture for 3rd. He's going to bounce it off the wall. David Diller going to slot into the 4th spot. Paulo back to 5th. And it looks like that would be Royer in the 6th spot. The the Simmelmans running 1 and 2. Is that it? Did we conclude it? Did Dylan Simmelman pick up the pole dash win? Looks like it. Austin Simmelman will start beside him on the front row. That's going to send us to a warm-up session. While we do that, we are going to go and thank a few of our sponsors. When we come back, we will have your feature on the racetrack right here at the dirt track at Charlotte. What? Dirt track at Charlotte? Where did that even come from? Bristol Motor Speedway dirt race in just a minute. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Dirt Racing Network. Dom Santina here with you. Nobody has gone up for the warm-up session. They must like how the track is. Waiting to see what's going on here. They should advance the session here momentarily and get ready to go with our feature. Now cars are rolling, so not quite sure what's going on. There we go, 5 seconds left. We'll advance to our Tim's Dirt Track Simulators feature. I'm going to go 33 laps around, front 3 laps of the race will be used to calculate out the pole dash that we just saw and get everybody into the right place. So once we start going green, we will not go on the drop of the green flag. That's when they will rearrange the order. And then we'll go green on lap number 3 and go 30 green flag only laps to the finish. Hopefully we can keep it clean, keep it quick, and get out of here in a reasonable time so that we can get over there to our other races and get ready to go for the General Tire Winter Nationals, which are coming up next. I can head over to my stock car race. I'm going to give you the starting lineup here for our Tim's Dirt Track Simulators feature. We're going to skip through the front 5 rows because those are not accurate. We'll give them to you after they do the realignment. So we will start with row number 6, and we'll go back here and look at it. Starting in the 11th position will be Alec Szerzynski. Starting 12th will be Eric Wilkie. Row number 7, starting 13th, Matthew Westfall. Starting 14th, Gregory LeMay. Row number 8, starting 15th, will be Scott King. Starting 16th, Brad Lamberson. Row number 9, starting 17th, will be Kevin Click. Starting 18th, Craig Dunn. And rounding out the field, starting 19th, Skyler Brown. Starting 20th, Jason Randolph. Toggle the grid, go back up front, wait for the reorder to happen. Get the grid off the screen. We'll watch. You know what? We might even go up top here for the next few laps to watch them reorder this. So as I said, green flag now in the air, but we are not going green. We're going to reorder those cars how we saw it after the pole dash. So the Simmelmans will go up to the front. Dylan Simmelman will be a pole sitter. Austin Simmelman will sit outside row number 1. Now we'll go dive down there and take a look at how it's going to stack up. As we said, Dylan and Austin Simmelman going to be in the front row. Row number 2 will be Cole Newhoffen and David Diller, starting 3rd and 4th. Starting 5th will be Shea Paulo, with 6th Trevor Royer, who is outside row number 3. Row number 4 starting 7th, Max Stanball. Starting 8th, John Helms. Starting 9th, Alex Szerzynski. Starting 10th will be Garrett Halsey. Or no, it looks like they're just now reordering. So Simmelmans were out front, Newhoffen and Paulo, 3 and 4. Newhoffen and Diller, Paulo and Royer, Helms and Stanball. This order is all messed up right now. You can see Newhoffen's up there by himself. There we go. Diller will join him on row number 2. It'll be Paulo and Royer in row number 3. Helms and Stanball in row number 4. And Berlin and Halsey in row number 5. So we were right. Then it's Szerzynski and Wilkie, as we said. So things now set. Dylan Simmelman and Austin Simmelman going to lead us to the green flag here in week number 17 of the Tim's Dirt Track Simulators feature for the Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder Series. And we are green from Bristol Motor Speedway. Dylan Simmelman out front, leading Austin Simmelman around. David Diller holding on to the final podium position right now. Here comes Cole Newhoffen to the inside, doesn't make contact, holds it off. There goes Trevor Royer. Are we going to get a caution? Or did he save it? He somehow saved it back here with Szerzynski and Wilkie. Wow, I saw that 90 car go around. I thought for sure he was taking a dive. We're going to have a caution. Nope, not the case. Go back up front with Dylan Simmelman. Austin Simmelman all over the back of the 25 car. Here comes Austin to the inside. Going to try to slide up in front of Dylan. He's got the position, and Dylan gets a little loose. That's going to allow David Diller to join the mix as well. 554 car making a run up here for the race lead. Here comes Dylan Simmelman back to the inside, looking underneath Austin, going to try to reclaim the race lead. Cannot make it work there, might have to tuck up into the second spot once again. Top 3 have broke away. Diller holds a 9/10 of a second lead over Aiden Berlin in the 3rd spot. Put that into perspective, let's go up top here at Bristol Motor Speedway and show you the gap from 3rd to 4th. And there's a battle back there between John Helms, Cole Newhoffen, and Aiden Berlin for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Here's that battle. And there's Trevor Royer trying to gain in the battle as well, draw close to them. Simmelmans continue to swap the lead back and forth. Dylan trying to look to the inside once again. Can't get it done so far. Going all the way down there to the bottom, trying to find something. It's got to be careful coming through. You watch. Looks like the cushion has moved down there a little bit, but you come out of that corner, you possibly could catch that pit road entrance. Just depending on where you go. You can see Dylan Simmelman drawing to the inside. Let's go do this, because why not? Let's go on board with, there's Austin Semmelman. I want to go on board with Dylan Semmelman and ride around here at Bristol. Haven't got a chance to look to the on board yet and see what it's like to ride around Bristol on dirt. And here you go. And as we do that, Dylan Semmelman out to the race lead. Austin Semmelman battle, and here comes Austin back to the inside. Good battle between these two up front. Now, Austin made a crossover move, was able to hold on to the race lead. We look riding right up along that catch fence is Dylan Semmelman. Here's David Diller back here watching these two go at it. This might be the place to be right now, is in this third spot watching these two go for the race lead. And it looks like Austin may have finally found the advantage. You can see the slick there. Now jumping down to the inside cushion. Looks like the inside line is the place to be at. And you can see slow car up in front there. That would be that would be Jason Randolph up there ahead in turn 1 and 2. We will go back to live racing here. Look back at these guys. Check on some of the other cars here. There's Aiden Berlin in the 4th spot. Trevor Royer up to the 5th spot, trying to run Berlin down. There's a 3-car battle behind him between John Helms, Eric Wilkie, and Max Stamball. And then it's Shea Paulo right there, not too far off. And it looks like Cole Newhoffen just dropped into the 10th spot ahead of Skylar Brown. We go back up to the front with Austin Semmelman. He's pulled out a half a second now on Dylan Semmelman, and here comes David Diller now, trying to go after the 25 car. We'll go click on Jason Randolph here to see where he's at, see how close he's going to be to becoming a lapper here at Bristol. It's Austin Semmelman starts to close in. Like I said, let's go do my favorite camera view. It'll show you. There it is. Not closing in too much. You can still see that the 47 car of Jason Randolph running the top side. Really kind of 2 lines. You can see the cushion on the bottom there, but there's still a little bit of cushion up top. So we look way atop Bristol Motor Speedway. Inside 10 to go now in the feature. Top 3 have broke away by a full 1.7 seconds. Now over 2 seconds over Aiden Berlin in the 4th spot. And there he is running all alone in that 4th spot. He's got about a 1.5 second advantage over Trevor Royer, who has now been caught by Eric Wilkie. Max Stamball not too far behind him either. Austin Semmelman moving up to the top side. Or has he caught Jason Randolph? He has caught Jason Randolph here, looking to put him a lap down. Randolph sticking to that high side. Knows the leaders are coming through, probably getting a lapper flag, letting him know Austin Semmelman is making his way to the inside. And Dylan Semmelman has broke away from David Diller there. He's starting to run down Austin again. The gap down to 0.4 of a second. He's pulled a full 1.5 seconds away from David Diller in the 3rd spot. Diller might be losing time here. Let's go check in on this. He's losing ground, and Aiden Berlin is closing. He's within 0.7 of a second now. This is the battle to watch here as we have 4 laps left to go. Does Aiden have enough time to get a podium finish? He is closing down to 0.4 of a second. Aiden is there, and we're going to zoom in on it as we have 3 laps to go. Aiden Berlin to the inside of David Diller, up to the 3rd spot for Aiden. David Diller's car is going away from him here in the closing laps. Is Diller out of gas? Wondered if he pushed it too hard, too long, and it was wondering if gas would be an issue. Eric Wilkie is back there as well. As we are coming to the white flag, we'll jump back up with Austin Semmelman. Dylan coming back into the mix as well. White flag in the air. Into turn 3 and 4, they'll go once again. Coming out of the corner, Austin Semmelman will take the win here at Bristol for the Dirt Slingers Racing League 360 Monday Night Thunder Series. Dylan Simmelman will come across in second, and Aiden Berlin will come across in third, rounding out the podium. Eric Wilkie will come across in fourth, Trevor Royer in fifth, Skylar Brown sixth, Cole Newhoff in seventh, Shea Paulo eighth, Alex Szerzynski in ninth, and Kevin Klick in 10th. See if we can get our guys in here. There's your race winner, Austin Simmelman. He's going to park it on the front stretch for us. There's Dylan Simmelman. Looks like Aiden might have already left. So we're going to leave it with those two. Yep. And we will bring in our third place finisher here tonight, Aiden Berlin. See if we can grab him and bring him up in the booth with us. Aiden, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, man. Maybe a little bit of luck. Maybe your car was coming to you a little bit there at the end, but able to put it up here on the podium tonight. How does it feel?
I mean, it feels really good. I mean, DSRL as a racer in the 360s haven't had the best of luck. My best finish so far until tonight was fourth, and it was just because the field was spread out. So it's kind of nice to finally have luck a little bit on my side for once.
Yeah, I had said it there in your heat race, actually, that a little bit of a stretch of bad luck going for you, but able to break through. Don't know what happened there to Diller, if he ran out of gas or what the issue is, but able to come home away with a third place finish. Congrats on the podium. What do you think of the track overall tonight?
I really like this track. I just wish there was a little bit more of a draft effect on the track. Um, I think the track was real racy. It was normally it was pretty much around the bottom for all of the race, but in the heat race it was pretty racy being around the top.
All right, and is there anyone you would like to thank for your podium finish here tonight?
First off, I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, my mom, my dad, Reflection Cabinetry, Stream House Buyers, Dave's Truck Service, Beerline Trucking, and y'all for putting on an amazing show.
All right, thank you. That's your third place finisher here tonight, Aiden Berlin. We'll get the rest of the guys up here in the booth. There you go, Anne Marie. He broke through and got a podium finish tonight. We get your second place finisher up here in the booth with us, Dylan Simmelman. Let's make sure we find the right one and get him up here. Did he leave? Nope, there he is. Dylan, do you got a copy? Dylan, are you there? Oh. All right. Well, Dylan left, so I guess that means he's going to deny the interview. So, we'll move on to your race winner here tonight, Austin Simmelman. Bring him on up in the booth. Austin, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right, man. Running in second there for a little bit, able to make the move on Dylan and get out front. What did you find, and how did you get your car out front tonight?
It was interesting. First off, hopefully they get it fixed a little bit so we can run on the racetrack and not down in the pits. But it was fun nonetheless. It was different. Dylan showed me that line in the dash. I haven't really raced much here, so I had to learn on the fly. And I knew the middle was a little bit better in 3 and 4, and I hit the bottom in 1 and 2, and that's why I kind of found early on, and that's how I was able to get around him and set sail there.
What do you think of Bristol? No, we haven't had a ton of time here at the track. Seemed like it was an all right race. What do you think in your mind?
Oh, it was intense. It was fun. I had fun. Like I said, I just wish maybe the high side was a little bit better and we could run up on the wall. But they'll work on it. They'll get it better. I think I hope everybody enjoyed the race. It was definitely a close race, and I had fun.
I think the most exciting thing in my mind is that we went from green to checkers without one single caution. That had to be a big relief in your mind as the race leader, right?
Oh, for sure. But I mean, we got 20 of the best guys on the service in the race. So they all did a great job, and you expect that from the best, and everybody did a hell of a job there.
All right, you're on a little bit of a roll here now. 3 in a row on the Monday night season, especially since you joined us a couple weeks ago. How does it feel?
It feels good. Finally finding some speed early in the night where we can qualify and get ourselves up in contention. That's half the battle. So hopefully just keep it going. And the most important thing, I'm having fun. So, I've been running in the top 5, even when I don't win. I've been running, consistently in the top 5 and 10. So, having fun and just enjoying it.
All right, and who would you like to thank for your win here tonight?
Yeah, everybody at DSRL for putting this on first and foremost. Roger, Scott, Scott King. He does most of my graphics, and Drew Neal at One Nine Design. Everybody at Tony Stewart Racing. So, John and was helping me big time there, kind of talking to me and letting me know where guys are running. So, definitely all of them guys.
All right, it's your race winner, Austin Simmelman. And Roger just messaged me. Dylan was having some technical issues with his microphone, so looks like he's got it fixed. We're going to bring him back up here in the booth. And Dylan, you got a copy now? Everything working good?
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go. We got you. All right, second place finish tonight. Pretty good run. What'd you think in your mind, and what do you think you need to kind of get up there and beat Austin for the win tonight?
Yeah, for sure. It was interesting track. Kind of two different lines there in both corners. You could really run the apron there, 1 and 2. But 3 and 4 kind of had to roll the middle. I didn't really know that I was running down the apron way too long and kind of let Austin sink by me there. But yeah, overall it was fun and just kind of set the car up a little bit. Not so good in the feature there compared to the dash. Really had it rolling. But it's first race here really, so just to learn from it and see what happens next time.
First time we've seen you here in a little bit in DSRL. How's it feel to be back and heat race win, pole dash win, and a second place finish? Not too bad tonight, huh?
Yeah, for sure. It's nice. Got some new equipment here that I've been trying to fine tune here to get a little faster. But yeah, we'll see. And it's been a lot of fun. And yeah, it should be fun. It's really fun every time I show up. So just thanks to Roger for putting it on.
Who would you like to thank for your second place finish tonight?
Yeah, just fast for eSports and Kyler Shaw, Michael Sellers, Ricky, and just everybody makes this possible. And Roger for putting this league on, and you for broadcasting. Thank you.
All right, it's your second place finisher here tonight, Dylan Simmelman. We'll go through the rest of the field. If we can get that off the screen. Give you the final results once again. Austin Simmelman, your race winner. Dylan Simmelman coming across in second. Aiden Berlin in third. Eric Wilkie in fourth. Trevor Royer in fifth. Skylar Brown in sixth. Cole Newhoff in seventh. Shea Paulo eighth. Alex Rzinski ninth. Kevin Click in 10th. 11th, Scott King. 12th, Matthew Westfall. 13th, Brad Lamberson. 14th, Jason Randolph. 15th, David Diller. 16th, Craig Dunn. 17th, Max Stanball. 18th, John Helms. 19th, Garrett Halsey. And 20th, Gregory LeMay. Well, that was an exciting one. I know Roger had his opinion on the racetrack before we came in, but I think it put his opinion to bed tonight. I thought it was a great race. Most importantly, I am absolutely stoked that we went from green to checkered finish without a caution. I think it was all that bashing I did in the B main on the caution system. Either way, great race. Glad to see it go green all the way to the finish. Excited to come back here to Bristol once again. Hey, we're down to one more week here in the Monday Night Thunder Series Championship night. Next Monday night, tune in, 8 Eastern, right here on the Dirt Racing Network. Roger's got the General Tire Winter Nationals coming up here at 9:40. I'm headed over to some stock car racing. So I'm going to head out of here real quickly, but we'll also have PRO tomorrow night and SSR, National Auto Racing Club, as well. Tune in for those, but until then, come back in a little bit for the General Tire Winter Nationals, but I will see you.